Hello everyone and welcome. I'm here with Sung Kang and Kenji Sumino. We're here checking out the Datsun 240Z, which they have put together. So I'm just going to start off with how you selected this car, and I watched some of the speed videos that you've put out, and you said that you felt a connection with this car. So what about it kind of made you feel connected to it?
So my generation grew up around the 240Z. We saw it driving down the street. It was part of our kind of car culture growing up, and it's interesting when we started collaborating with Kenji over at GReddy. Kenji actually had a 71, so a lot of the people that came on board, we have this kind of nostalgic relationship to it. So it's almost like meeting an old friend, or actually like an old cousin, and being able to bring her back to life. And it's been a pretty awesome journey.
So as far as putting it together, I was talking with Kenji earlier and he was saying this has pretty much been a 2.5-month process, which is insanely fast. What were some of the challenges along the way, and how much restoration had to be done to the car once you picked it up?
Well, the car was very honest. The original owners really loved this car, so there was no body damage. The chassis was straight, there was no rust. And,
wow.
And that's very surprising for a 40-year-old car.
Yeah.
Right? But the fabrication that went into it to get it to where it is today, 2.5 months, if it wasn't for the family at GReddy, we wouldn't be here today. So, of course, with SEMA builds, time is your enemy.
Right.
So there were a lot of late nights and a lot of sacrifice.
And I hear you just started it up on Saturday for the first time to bring it out here.
Yeah.
So that's right at the last minute. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So you call it the FuguZ, and this is after a pufferfish. What's the significance of that, and who came up with this idea?
I did. I love giving cars a name.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And so the FuguFish is this pufferfish that if you do not prepare it correctly, you'll die eating it.
Okay.
Just like a race car, if it's not properly prepared, you can get in a lot of trouble. And so the Fugu and then the Z, the FuguZ, just kind of has a nice ring to it.
It does. It sounds awesome. You've got a nice logo down in there with it. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So now that it's built, when do you get to apply the skills that you've learned from Tokyo Drift and go out and drive this thing? And what are your future plans to use this?
Well, the whole purpose of the build was just to get together with my friends. And build a track car that we could create new memories with. And so hopefully, in a couple months when everything is kind of fine-tuned, we can get on the track and just have some fun with our buddies. We're not professional race car drivers, and I'm not going to claim to be. Hopefully we just have a good time, That's about it.
So the future's pretty open for right now as far as what you plan on doing with it?
Absolutely. Yeah. We were talking about maybe 24-hour lemons yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
But it seems like it's set up, so that you can make adjustments out there, and so for racing different performance aspects, you've got the adjustments in there so you can set it up for different scenarios.
Absolutely,
So I'm going to jump on Fast and Furious for a brief moment. Did you ever make it to Madrid, referencing Fast 5, and did you actually get to drive the LFA, and if you did, what was that like?
The LFA, no, because it was like one of two in the United States at the time.
Yeah, it was very early.
Yeah, so it was all green screen.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got to sit in it, touch it, play with the gauges and stuff.
So another thing, based on IMDb, which has to be accurate, right? So they're saying, you have some quotes talking about, money doesn't buy happiness, and although you can buy awesome things like this car, it's not necessarily about the car, it's about the experience. You get to hang out with your friends building this. Was there a point in your life which you thought was kind of a turning point of thinking, hey, that really does make sense, money can't buy happiness, it's more about the experiences, being with your friends, your family, things like that? Was there a specific point or anything that kind of made you realize that, or was that something you've always thought?
You get older, and things happen to you, people get sick, people that you love. There was a time where my wife was very sick with cancer, and you start to realize what's important. It's not money, it's not material stuff. It's experiences and memories with each other.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can be positive, because you really don't know, when your last day is. So
right.
It kind of changed the way I see material. And I don't get attached to things like I used to. I don't put much value on it. It's actually more of the experience. And the FuguZ build has already been a win for me. Because, on so many levels, because look how many new friends I got to meet.
Yeah. Pretty
So,
cool guy.
yeah.
President of GReddy.
Yeah.
Not a small accomplishment by any means. Thank you both so much. This has been an honor to meet you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kenji. Thank you.
Thank you.
And of course, a huge congratulations to GReddy and Sung Kang for winning Gran Turismo's SEMA 2015 Best in Show.